Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Chargers and the Cyclones. And with that, I want to welcome everybody into the final regular season edition of our Spring 24 Battle Court season. I am Andrew Bleckman, joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you all 4 matches today. How you doing today, Stu?
I'm doing well. They're out there looking for a ball. Ball hit the screen and is missing. Fortunately, we have other balls.
And we got it. There we go.
They found the ball.
Well, you heard 4 matches in the intro.
That's
Not
right.
the usual 6 today. 2 matches originally scheduled.
Unfortunate forfeits.
Yes, Bradley dealing with a bit of a wrist injury, wants to make sure that he is fully healthy for the playoffs this upcoming Friday. So he has forfeited both of the matches in which he appears, so that affects matches 1 and 4. Bueno will get the win via forfeit over Bradley, and also Bueno and Manu will get the win via forfeit over Zuleika and Bradley. So already 2.5 points for the Cyclones. On the game day, let's introduce our first match here. Second division singles, Iturbide and Lopez go at it. Iturbide a record of 3-1 to begin this season in singles. Lopez 2-2. First match of the game day.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our first match. Iturbide has the serve. Lopez receives. Iturbide serves. We begin. Lopez on the backhand from the 11 line, wall to wall. That ball drops out low from the rebote. First point for Iturbide of the Chargers.
Shaking out that arm a little bit, hope that he's okay.
Big backhand by Lopez to the inside. Here's Iturbide. The 2-all caught the pad, and the pad is bad. That's a point for Lopez. He has the serve. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
That's a long Costado 2-all attempt there by Iturbide, deep in the backcourt, about the 10 line. He's catching the top part of that pad. He's really developed nicely over the course of his singles career, now throwing a bunch of shots, landing them at a much higher percentage than he did in the first couple months of play here.
Here's the backhand by Iturbide. Rotate forehand by Lopez. Caught by Iturbide. Backhand. Lopez saves that. Rotates going to the side wall. Good catch by Iturbide. Backhand. Rotate forehand by Lopez. Caught by Iturbide. He winds up. Costi inside. That scoop is just missed. 2 points for Iturbide and the Chargers. Iturbide serves.
Well, the key there, it was right along the side wall. You know, any bit off the wall, Lopez is able to make that catch. We've seen him just struggle a little bit more when it's close to that green wall.
Here's the backhand by Lopez, a low bullet, caught by Iturbide. Iturbide goes deep, caught by Lopez at the 9 line. Powerful forehand. Lopez, beautiful catch at the sidewall, big backhand follows. Forehand rebote, 2 pass. Forehand rebote to the left side of Lopez. He winds up, Costi inside.
Oh,
beautiful
catch
by Iturbide. Rebote forehand by Lopez, high to the back wall. Costado 2-all, beautifully
Very
executed
well
and scoring off the rebote for Iturbide. Iturbide and the Chargers now lead 3-1. He serves.
He does a nice job of mixing in the inside placement, the Costado 2-wall, split placements, drop shots as well. Iturbide's got a full arsenal. And you're going to see it in full here in these singles matches.
Powerful backhand by Lopez. Not coming out. Lopez has 2 points. Iturbide has 3. Lopez has the serve.
Kind of a semi-chula. I mean, not coming out as far as Iturbide expected off the back wall. Dropping in front of him. It's just a 1-point deficit here in this opening set for Lopez.
Here's backhand by Iturbide. Rebote forehand. Played nicely by Lopez. Here's Iturbide, backhand. Catch by Lopez. Powerful forehand. Rebote dropping. That hit the overhead screen. We're all tied up. 3 points apiece. Lopez has the serve for the Cyclones.
I saw Lopez moving up aggressively on it, trying to drop something in front of him with a big bounce. He sent it a little too high up in that overhead screen.
It's taken Lopez a little while to adjust to the Magic City court, but yesterday was a mastery in the front court. We were talking earlier, and he just said that he had so much fun playing up there, which is that's what you always want to hear. That's what I want to hear. Obviously, we're competing for top dollars and very real money, but to be able to enjoy it is just really good to hear. Iturbide on the backhand. Rebote. Forehand. Rifled wall to wall. Coming all the way out to the 3 line. This one's caught by Lopez. Backhand to the inside. Rebote forehand. Lopez grabs that on the bounce at the 9 line. Big backhand follows. Rebote coming out. 2-all.
Wow.
Drops in and scores. Well executed by Lopez. He has 4 points and the serve.
Well, you had to be confident to be throwing the 2-all like that off the rebote. You see Iturbide, I mean, he's opened up to the side wall, certainly not expecting the 2-all from Lopez. He mentions to, I mean, you just playing that match yesterday up in the front court. He had a lot of confidence, throw the 2-all particularly well, so you got to keep going back to it if they don't have no answer for it. 4-3 lead, Lopez ahead in this opening set.
Here's a backhand by Iturbide. Rotate forehand. That ball hits the overhead screen just out of play. 4-4 is the score. Iturbide has the serve. There's the backhand by Lopez. Big right side by Lopez, hard to the inside. That's a beautiful catch by Iturbide. Big backhand. Lopez was going to take that on the quick bounce for Bote. Just didn't make it. 5 points for Iturbide. Possible set point.
And why would a player do that? Well, he just recognizes that if that ball hits the floor, it's probably going to bounce up over Lopez. He's not going to be able to return it anyway. So trying to do a very difficult rebote save off the quick bounce. We've seen it done in some practices. Don't know, maybe in battle court. But certainly have seen it executed.
Definitely tough.
Not easy, though. Very, very difficult. 5-4. Iturbide looks for this opening set right here.
Backhand by Lopez. Rebote coming out to the 7 line. Lopez with a great catch at the 11. Hard to the inside. 2-all. Read by Lopez, stopped by Lopez. Lopez powerfully from the forehand, perfect positioning, will score. We're at 5-5. This is set point.
Yeah, this second group is, up and down the list. You never have an easy match. And the fact that Lopez, if he wins today, has a chance to finish at plus 500 at 3-2, just speaks to the caliber of player that he is. Having to make the adjustment to this court.
Significant adjustment.
Throw a bunch more shots. It's a different style, too. Not just the court, a style as well. And he's really taken to it quickly.
Big backhand. Rebote forehand by Lopez. Cut off by Iturbide. Backhand. Lopez on the rebote. Tries to keep it in. Scooped up by Iturbide. Low and hard. Caught in the air by Lopez. Here's the backhand.
That's right on the wall.
That ball will score for Iturbide. That is point and set. Minute 30 goes up on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set. Iturbide has been getting progressively better coming out of 2023 into 2024. Definitely playing more solid. It's taken Lopez every one of the weeks that he's been here to get used to the court. And just, the court itself has nuances. So it's not just a different ball. It's not just a different length. It's not just a different overhead screen. The court itself has, how do you snap a successful 2-all off of a composite sidewall versus a cement sidewall?
Iturbide has been throwing a bunch of 2-walls this season. Had a little more success keeping the ball to the inside in that opening set, though. Lopez moving well, tracked those 2-walls down, but the two that he placed inside, both right on the wall and scoring, and then one right there at 5-5 to take the set.
Iturbide just doing an excellent job moving around the court. Just not able to stop that 2-0. A tip there at the end.
Second set just about ready to go here. Lopez will have the serve. Iturbide to receive.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin the second set of our first match. A reminder, the scoring and battle court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Lopez has the serve for the Cyclones. Here's the backhand by Iturbide. Rebote comes way out. Outside placement of the rebote will land out of play. First point for Iturbide, the Chargers. He serves.
Not a bad attempt there on the outside placement off the rebote. Try to turn it quick to the outside, just catching a piece of that line, which is out of play. Ball has to land completely in the court here in Jai-Alai.
Backhand by Lopez. Rebote forehand. Lopez makes the catch, the 10 line. Powerful forehand, passes. That ball at the sidewall will score on the rebote. 1-1 is the score. Lopez serves.
Off the back wall on a perfect angle to the sidewall, making that difficult for Iturbide on the rebote.
There's a backhand by Iturbide. Lopez from the 9 line. Backhand, wall to wall from the left side. Rebote forehand. Lopez on the rebote, keeps it inside. Iturbide's there, winding up. Postavo 2-all, lands in and scores. Well executed by Iturbide. 2 points, he serves.
The ball really opens up off the front wall for Iturbide. I mean, take a look here. Close to the side wall, not easy to throw it. But look at this, it hits off the front wall, and see where that next bounce is. I mean, it hit middle wall, and that opened up pretty darn close to the boundary line. No chance for Lopez to get out to that one.
Yeah, no, that's what you wanted to do. Powerful backhand by Lopez. Rebote forehand. Lopez makes the catch midcourt. Low and hard on the forehand, stopped by Iturbide. Rebote left side, stays to the inside.
Oh,
Iturbide with a beautiful catch at the 10 line. Rebote forehand, passes. 2-all Rebote.
Another one. Wow.
That one opens as well and scores. Well executed by Iturbide. 3-1. Iturbide has the serve for the Chargers.
In rhythm, I don't know if there's a more dangerous player this battle court season than Iturbide. I mean, when he's on with the shots, I mean, a variety of them.
Well, this is
he's tough to defend.
This is what the scouting was before he came here.
Yeah.
And again, part of that adjustment for Iturbide, it took almost a full year of battle court.
Absolutely. In 2 seasons almost, yeah.
There's a backhand by Lopez. Lopez takes it on the left side. Postavo 2-all will score. 2 points for Lopez. He has the serve. First to 6 will win the set.
Yeah. Look at where Iturbide is, trapped to the inside of the court. You see how it opens up off the sidewall and the front wall. Everything working against Iturbide there to get to it. Very well done. Lopez. It's his 2nd point.
There's the backhand. Rotate left side, stays to the inside, scooped by Iturbide. Lopez got a cesta onto the ball, but it is tipped. 4 points for Iturbide and the Chargers. He serves.
Threw it right to the corner. Opened up as a 2-all as opposed to staying inside. That's tough for Lopez. He can't react until he sees which wall that hits first, and by the time he does, ball's almost past him.
Here's the backhand. Rebote left side. Catch by Iturbide. Rebote, 2-all. Stopped by Iturbide. Iturbide puts this inside, crossing to score. 5 points, possible set, possible match point for Iturbide.
When you throw the 2-all and it doesn't open up, your opponent's got a really good shot from the outside. Iturbide finds the space, passing to the inside and scoring.
There's a backhand by Lopez. High and hard to the back wall. Rebote for Iturbide. Inside it goes. Scoop,
What a scoop
by Lopez. Here's the backhand. Rebote for Iturbide. Outside placement of the forehand. Rebote will score for the win. Point set and match in straight sets for Iturbide of the Chargers, winning 6-5, 6-2.
And finishing it off with that right side, the outside placement of the forehand Rebote. 6-2. Iturbide closes out the 2nd set and takes the match.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Take a look at that game day scoreboard. Said 2 forfeits coming into today. Both matches in which Bradley was scheduled to appear have been forfeited in the Cyclones' favor. So that's why you see those 2.5 points. That affected match 1, Bradley against Bueno, and also match 4, Zuleika and Bradley against Bueno and Manu. Iturbide, though, adding a point for his Chargers. Let's hear from him, winner of that first match of the day.
Right. Iturbide, congratulations on winning that match. 4-1 this season for you in singles. You have had your best battle court season this spring. How much more comfortable do you feel now compared to the beginning of your career on this court?
Bueno, al final jugar un año más siempre te da mejores sensaciones en la cancha.
Well, playing a full year now, it gives you just a better sensation on the court.
Y en eso estamos, en seguir luchando y seguir para adelante.
We just gotta keep fighting and just keep going forward. Well, Iturbide, thank you so much. Let's see what else happens.
And up next, 6th division doubles, Stu. Always fun in this 6th division. We have El Barba and Ubia, 4 and 5, taking on Carballo and Flores. That 6 team for the Cyclones. One of their better teams this season. They come in with a record of 6 and 3. Of course, led by Carballo up there in the front court. He is the highest ranked player in the 6th division, the only number 3 that plays here with the Sixes. See how this one goes. El Barba and Ubia will serve. Carballo and Flores to receive. Match 2. We are ready to begin. Our second match, El Barba and Ubia. Serve to Carballo and Flores. There's a serve. We begin. Carballo powers it up the middle. Ubia looking for the rebote. Aggressive call by El Barba. He makes the save. Carballo, hard throw to the inside. Ubia now looking for a rebote of his own. Carballo, powerfully back into the corner. Ubia again, this one turned low and hard. Flores gets involved, make the catch of the 11. Ubia has this off the sidewall. There's a backhand on the numbers, pulled in by Flores. Backhand, hard to the inside, dropping low. There's Ubia. Flores from the left side, the backhand. Missed.
Tip ball.
The first point of our second match goes to the Cyclones, Carballo and Flores. High and hard from the forehand of Ubia, picked off by Flores. Here's Ubia. Backhand coming out to the middle of the court. Ubia from the left side. Crossing the side wall. Flores scoops it up. Backhand. Ubia now up at the 10 line. Hard throw, dropping again. Flores scooped it up, back behind him. There's El Barba, hard to the inside. There's Flores again, the backhand, lobbed up. Ubia standing there at the 11th line, pulls it in. Carballo calls him off, gets in there for the rebote. El Barba takes it off the sidewall, another backhand. Going right up the middle now. Here's Flores from the right side. Forehand stays outside El Barba. With that caught front wall first, the scoop is tipped. El Barba and Ubia tie it up 1-1.
I'm not exactly sure that's where Barba meant to throw the ball, but that's where the ball went.
Yeah.
We occasionally get these unusual, I mean, nothing about his body language or the follow-through of the cesta led, I guess, anyone to believe the ball was going to go exactly there, but well done.
Flores gets up to that serve. Backhand to the inside. There's El Barba coming cross court to cut it off. Forehand rebote. On the bounce, El Barba. What's that pass to Ubia? Hard. That's going to score for the Chargers there. Ball is thrown forward, typically. 2 points. Under serve, second serve coming up.
Yeah, we're just discussing back here that I don't think any of us have seen it. Carballo just got turned around, threw the ball the wrong direction.
Yeah, that is startling if you've never seen it before, to say the least. Backing up, good scoop there by Ubia. Forehand Bote to the inside on the bounce. Ubia tracks it down to the 9 line. Hard throw, picked off by Flores. There's a backhand. Ubia back there beyond the 12 line. Ubia again on the backhand. Drop this one in the corner. Carballo alone for the rebote. Makes a save to the inside. There's El Barba reaching in. Good active play up in the front court. Rebote forehand. Power to the inside. Ubia runs around this one. Plays the rebote. Carballo. Soft forehand. Ubia picks it up before the second bounce. There's Flores. Nice catch off the sidewall again. Backhand passes. Ubia came back. Now gets in there for the rebote. It's a 2-all. Stopped on the bounce. There's Carballo. Goes for the big bounce on the carom. El Barba with time. Stops it. Forehand. Went hard. Scooped, but not held on to. A well-played point. That's 3-1 in favor of the Chargers.
El Barba has been spot on so far in this match. He's made some really good catches. His positioning to stop that 2-all was really good. And a smart play, putting it deep along the sidewall into the backcourt. That was very well done by Barba.
Here's El Barba on the inside to cut it off. The backhand thrown wall to wall. Backhand from the 7 line. This is right on the wall. Great catch there by Flores. The backhand thrown to pass. Ubia out of the way. El Barba alone for the rebote. Lays it up. Carballo tracks it down the Costado 2-wall. And that's too wide. 4 points for the Chargers.
Look, El Barba and Ubia are playing controlled. Carballo needs to get that focus. Usually he plays with a strong backcourter who's able to focus him. Flores is holding his own back here, no question about that, but Carballo is kind of left to his own devices here without that dominating backcourter to basically tell him what to do.
Underserve. First fault. Second serve coming up.
I definitely get he wants to keep that ball away from Carballo. Carballo is known for taking serves, even almost impossible serves. See, El Barba utilizing that first serve well.
That is an underserve, a double fault. Carballo and Flores going to pick up their second point. They now serve.
Yeah, Barba's more than capable of getting that ball in between the 4 and 7 line. Sometimes if you overthink it, you overthink what you want to try to do with the serve, whether it's keep it away from the front quarter in doubles or serve it deep. It doesn't help to overthink it. Scope out who's in front of you, serve. If he gets it, respond. That's it.
Ubia from the left side opens up with a backhand. Flores tips out of the way. Carballo, rebote, played at the 8. Backhand from Ubia, the low runner. Picked off by Flores. Great catch deep in the backcourt. Ubia powers another one. Flores reaching in, takes it off the side wall. Ubia now backed up to the 12 line. High and hard again. This one out of reach. Carballo gets in there for the rebote. Here's El Barba from the left side, the backhand. On the wall. Another rebote flicked up there by Carballo. Here's El Barba. Up at the 5. Fake the outside placement. Put it inside where it scores. 5 points for El Barba and Ubia. They have a possible set point.
El Barba's played real well. Communication between he and Ubia has been pretty good. Let's see if they're able to finish off this set.
Kind of lulled him to sleep with that forehand. I mean, Carballo had to stay to the outside and respect that maybe a carom or an outside placement was coming, which left Flores alone there in the corner. And put it right on the wall, too. That is an underserve. Second serve coming up. Oh my, that is an overserve. That is a double fault. Carballo and Flores pick up their 3rd point.
Stop overthinking the serve. Just get out there, serve the ball. Can't give away 2 points like that. That's 2 of the 3 points.
Yeah, 2 of the 3. Yeah, I was just going to say.
2 of the 3 points came on double faults. That's not common. And Barba's been playing great besides that.
He's one of the better servers, too, especially in this 6th division, but on the entire roster. There's a bunch of aces. Rebote forehand. A wonky rebote there by Carballo. Barba puts it on the wall, drops it in the corner. Carballo gets in there for the rebote save. Ubi attacking up at the 7th line, low and hard. Carballo comes cross court into the drop shot. Oh, that's a good one. But El Barba gets there before the second bounce, returns a drop shot.
Even better drop shot. Wow.
That is droppier than Carballo.
I don't know if that compensates for 2 underserve, 2 double faults, but that's a good drop shot. That's good.
6-3. El Barba and Ubia take the first set. Second set coming up in a minute and a half. El Barba and Ubia take that opening set. I mean, this Chargers team's come 6 team in particular. Started off the season strong, winners of 3 of their first 5 matches, but since that point, they've lost 3 of 4, coming to this one with a record of 4-5 overall. But, I mean, the difference is El Barba up in the front. When he's been playing well, this team has had success. When he hasn't, they have not. And how about that?
Just played
the drop shot, oh my goodness.
Here we are in the ESPN 3 Players Cage. Players coming back here to take their breaks, prepare for sets and matches. Here you see Carballo getting feedback from about as good as you can do here. Lopez. And of course, teammates Bueno and Flores.
Yeah, I mean,
Bueno pointing to his head. that really says it all. Think the other thing. Use your head.
And after
that
you
is it with Carballo. It's not a criticism at all. It's a kink that he's got in his game. He's got all the power of anybody who plays here. He's got more speed than anybody that plays here. He's got as good a shot as anybody who plays here.
And we saw
just when he lets his head get a little loose,
right.
He just misses balls and doesn't land in between the lines.
And look no further than the first 4 or 5 points of that match against Amiga Reina yesterday. Really, the whole first set.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, he was just seemingly elsewhere, and then when he picked it up and it started to play well, I mean, he had a chance to come back.
Absolutely.
We'll see what he can do up here in this second set. They will have the serve, big weapon for Carballo too. So he can get his team on the board early on in this set. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin set 2. Carballo and Flores serve. There's a serve. We begin. Good catch there by Ubi on the left side. Hard into the corner. Carballo's got to come back for it, and it's not going to make it. Elbarba and Ubia first on the board here in our second set.
Elbarba not a fan of the third set, would like to finish this off in straight sets.
Over serve. Second serve coming up.
Yeah, the serve really actually becomes quite, I'm not saying that's happening here, but the serve for some people does become mental. You can have a player who's got everything. Rebote, catching, throwing on both sides, but the serve is just so central.
Ball knocked down by Carballo. That's 2 points. Over serve, second serve coming up here for Elbarba.
Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line. Just as I was saying before, the serve can become mental, just trying to get it between the lines.
Carballo takes the serve, throws the 2-wall. That scores. First point for the Cyclones.
And Carballo is more than capable of, especially through that with tremendous control. I mean, the ball was basically laid up for the catch, but that kill shot was beautifully executed by Carballo. Let's see what he's able to do from the serve on.
Powerful serve coming in again. Ubia keeps it on the left side. Good catch. Back into the corner. There's Flores up at the 11. Backhand on the inside. Here's Elbarba. This one opens up to the middle of the court. Carballo up at the 9. High and hard to the outside. Rebote. Elbarba waiting for it. My, oh my, 2-wall off the rebote by Elbarba. Wow. Scores.
Just wow. He did that well. That was beautifully executed by Elbarba. Here we have the replay. Just a beautiful 2-wall executed by Elbarba. That's a beautiful serve.
First serve good that time. Here's Elbarba from the left side of the backhand. Picked off by Flores. This one dropping on the inside. Elbarba makes the catch. Hard backhand, stopped overhead. Oh, a backhand 2-wall. Got him. Elbarba in his bag here. That is 4-1 in favor of the Chargers.
Got a point up on the board.
Scoop by Ubia, backing up, makes a play at the 13 line, coming up the middle. Here's Flores. Soft 2-wall from the backcourt. Got him. Flores changes it up, gets his team 2 points.
That's a bold choice. That's a bold choice. Worked well.
Ubia gets to that serve before it crosses. Low running backhand. That's tipped. 5 points for the Chargers. They have a possible set and a possible match point.
That's one of those where communication is absolutely necessary. Carballo's got one of the best rebotes on the roster. Call your backcourt off. Say, you or me. You or me.
Fall under serve. Came up short of the 4 line. Second serve coming up. Carballo has the serve. The 2-all blasted in to score. Still going here. That's 3 points. Carballo and Flores serve. Under serve, second serve coming up. Robote coming up the middle. Here's El Barba. Ooh, the drop shot to the inside. Flores going to get up there in time. The backhand. Hard into the corner. Robote forehand. Played back to the inside, and it scores for the win. Point, set, and match. El Barba and Ubia take it in straight sets. 6-3, 6-3. The Chargers came into this one already 2.5 points in the hole, but they have come back and tied up the game day. They've won both matches that we've played so far, Iturbide in singles, and then El Barba and Ubia just then winning in straight sets. Our fourth scheduled match, Zuleika and Bradley against Bueno and Manu, has been forfeited. Again, Bradley is out today in all of his scheduled appearances. So the Cyclones get the win. Bueno and Manu in match 4. Moving on to match 5, Iturbide and Ubia against Ikeda and Lopez. That'll be up next. Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one. Take a look at the game day scoreboard now. All tied up. 2.5 points per team. Chargers are locked into the 3 seed. They will take on the Warriors this upcoming Friday, May 10th, 7 p.m. Eastern start time, our first semifinal. And then the Renegades and Devils on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Let's hear from El Barba. Ooh, no Ubia. There's El Barba.
El Barba, congratulations on winning that match alongside Ubia. Ubia's playing the next match, so he won't be joining us for the interview. But this is your 5th win this season. What was the difference today to get this team back on track, heading towards the playoffs?
Just try to be patient, let the game come to you. We've been on I've had an up and down season this year. I was able to get this win and go 5-5, and we're just focused on the playoffs right now, just fundamentals and getting ready for Friday, and making it through this game day healthy.
Well, Barba, again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what else happens in today's game day.
What?
Let's see what else happens in today's game day.
Okay. All right.
I love El Barba. Up next, Iturbide and Ubia take on Ikeda and Lopez, second division. Doubles matchup here. Iturbide and Ubia. And coming into this one with a record of 6-3, flipping over to the Cyclones, Ikeda and Lopez, just 2-7. There's the serve.
Iturbide serves. The match has begun. Iturbide on the forehand from the 8 line. Lopez is there. Backhand from the 11. Ikeda gets back in there. Backhand from the 4. Here's Ubia. Here's a backhand by Ubia. Lopez is there. Beautiful catch by Lopez behind the 12. There's the backhand. Lopez again. Backhand from the 12. Iturbide from the 9 line. Robote coming out. Here's a catch by Lopez. Backhand from the 11 line. Powerfully thrown. Iturbidé's there. He winds up. Costado, low and inside, will score. Well thrown. Iturbide and Ubia first up on the board here in the first set. Iturbide has the serve for the Chargers.
And also with a little bit of a softer touch, took a little bit off of it, so he got that second bounce before Lopez could make his way up to it. And another shot from Iturbide here, now in doubles, first on the board.
There's a backhand by Lopez. Robote left side by Iturbide. Ikeda attacks, has it on the forehand. Karam stopped by Iturbide. Karam by Iturbide, stopped by Ikeda, dropped by Ikeda, point 4. Iturbide and Ubia.
We got two very different styles in the second division. Iturbide and Ubia, one of the more offensive teams with Iturbide up in the front, killing it from both sides, whereas Ikeda and Lopez primarily defensive-minded. If they want to win this match, they're going to have to be out there for a long time, catch one more ball than their opponent, because they just don't have the offensive firepower to keep up with Iturbide.
Lopez down low, backhand, powerfully thrown. Lopez from the 9 line, backhand, hard to the inside. Here's Ubia. Lopez on the forehand from the 11 line. That ball tipped at the side wall. All point for Ikeda and Lopez. Ikeda has the serve.
Act as an example, just have to do the small things right. Place the ball on the wall. Catch one more than your opponent. All the cliches that we say pretty much every day, but it holds true here in a match like this.
Fault under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Ubia on the backhand, powerfully thrown. Robote kicking out to the 7 line, turned on the forehand of Ikeda to the inside. Here's Iturbide. To the outside he goes. Ikeda's there. Ikeda from the forehand. Robote left side, right up the middle. Ikeda takes it on the bounce. Forehand from the 5 line, stopped by Iturbide. Beautiful catch by Lopez, pulling that off the wall, 12 line. Lopez again, backhand from the 11. Lopez reaching up, makes a beautiful catch behind the 12. Big backhand to the inside. Robote coming out. Ikeda, forehand Robote, trying to pass. Iturbide picks it off. 2-all, just off the tip of Ikeda Sesta. That's a point for Iturbide and Ubia. They lead 3-1.
Ikeda kind of stabbed at that one as opposed to breaking his wrist and let that ball come into the cesta. I mean, at that point, it's on timing when you stab at it and you see a miss like that, which you're not used to seeing from Ikeda coming to his forehand on the outside.
Robote forehand save with a light touch by Iturbide. Here's Ikeda. Up the 4 line. Ubia on the Robote. Lopez is there. Big backhand, low and hard, and coming out to the Robote. Saved by Iturbide. A little miscommunication, but Ikeda got in there and made the catch. Backhand by Lopez. Split placement, scores. 4-1. Iturbide has the serve for the Chargers. Backhand by Lopez. Backhand 2-all, caught the pad. That is 5 points for Iturbide and Ubia. Possible set point.
You know, when you're behind and a little bit outmatched offensively, you start to maybe throw some shots that you're not used to seeing. The backhand 2-all from Lopez would constitute as one of those. I haven't seen him throw many throughout his career, and maybe never this season.
Beautiful
too.
catch by Ikeda. Scoop by Iturbide. Carom by Iturbide. Scores. Point and set for Iturbide and Ubia. They take the first set 6-1. Minute 30 goes up on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
Really just a masterclass by that Charger second team.
So when you mentioned that you've never seen him throw a backhand 2-all in his career, you're talking about his Magic City career?
No, I was saying maybe the entire career. I don't know. Have you seen one before?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
Well,
No,
so
not-
maybe in battle court only, but certainly not in the previous experience playing Jai-Alai professionally. Yeah, you start throwing shots like that, kind of a trick shot, trick play. That's a sign that maybe not going too well for the team. You
They
see
do
some
work.
replays here. Yeah, they do. See here, look at this. Costado from Ikeda picks the serve.
Beautiful
But
scoop.
Iturbide's there to
Iturbide's
scoop
just
it
been
up.
so on.
And then look
Yeah.
at the Carom. And killing it from the right side today, too. He ended that first match with an outside placement off the forehand rebote in singles, and coming in here, a couple of Caroms thrown as well. We're used to seeing that effectiveness from the left side in the Costado, but seeing it from both today.
Once again, here we are in the ESPN 3 Players Cage. Players taking their breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Second set ready to begin. Ikeda will have the serve. What a catch by Iturbide. Both feet off the ground. Lopez from the 12 line. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Here's a catch by Ubia. Ubia powerfully from the forehand. Lopez on the rebote. There's a backhand by Lopez. Big backhand by Lopez. What a catch by Ubia. Lopez again. Backhand from the 11 line. Iturbide. Backhand from the 9. Powerful, powerful backhand by Ubia. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Iturbide, 2-all from midcourt, stopped by Ikeda. Ikeda's forehand. Iturbide, rebote to the inside. Catch on the forehand of Lopez. Ikeda takes that ball in the air. Carom on the return, stopped by Iturbide. Placement to the inside will score. Iturbide and Ubia first up on the board here in the second set. Iturbide has the serve.
Well, we saw Ikeda score on that in the opening set. Soft forehand just above the pad before the backcourt can step up to it. Perfectly done.
Here's the catch. Backhand by Ubia. Rotate forehand to the inside. Ubia's there. Backhand from the 10. Costalo 2-all. Stopped by Ikeda. He steers clear of the screen. And that will score. Beautifully played by Ikeda. Cyclones are on the board with a point. We're all tied up. 1-1.
Good body control, avoids the net, and then also drops it over the top. killed some of the speed there as it hit the side wall, and Ubia couldn't get up to it. Very well done. Don't know if that was the intent, just trying to get that ball up off the front wall to extend the rally, but turned into a shot. Ties things up.
Big backhand. Robote coming out. Scoop by Lopez. There's the backhand. Iturbide, backhand from the 8 line. Lopez on the catch, backhand. Lopez again behind the 12. Big backhand follows. Beautiful catch by Ubia deep in the backcourt. Robote, forehand by Ikeda. Iturbide picks it off in the air. Big backhand. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Ubia is there. Backhand from the 9. Iturbide from the left side. Backhand powerfully thrown. Robote coming out. Ikeda forehand Robote. Robote left side by Iturbide. Ubia from the 11 line on the forehand. Big right side to the inside. Lopez on the right side. Ubia again. Here's the catch by Lopez. Iturbide backhand from the 8 line. Lopez is there. Lopez on the forehand. Beautiful catch. Iturbide, nice catch there at the side wall. Backhand at the 9 line to the inside. Here's a backhand by Lopez. Caught by Ubia. Lopez with the catch. Backhand again. Ubia now from the 11 line. Backhand to the inside. Powerfully thrown. Caught in the air on the forehand of Lopez. Ubia from the 11. Ikeda takes this one in the air. Backhand from midcourt. Ubia deep in the backcourt. Ikeda's there. Lopez with a beautiful pickup there on the left side. Big backhand follows. Ubia catches it on the 12 line. Ikeda coming back to the 10 to make that catch. Beautiful catch by Iturbide. Ball tipped by Lopez at the 11 line. 2 points for Iturbide and Ubia. Iturbide serves.
I say that's the type of rally that the Cyclones have to win if they want to come back and take this match. I mean, a lengthy one, long rallies, not a lot of shots being thrown. See here, Ubia, though, it was a great start to this match. Hasn't missed many, and Iturbide, one of the best catchers in the front court.
There's a backhand. Robote forehand by Ikeda, nicely saved. Beautiful catch by Ubia. Backhand by Ubia. Robote coming out to the 8 line, turned on the forehand of Ikeda. Backhand 2-all caught the pad, and the pad is bad. 2-2 is the score. Ikeda serves for the Cyclones. Forehand by Lopez. Here's the catch by Iturbide. Backhand. Robote. Forehand by Ikeda. Here's the catch by Ubiya. Deep in the backcourt. Ikeda. Tough catch. Backhand. Towards the outside. Goes off the tip of Iturbide's cesta. That's a third point for Ikeda and Lopez. Ikeda has the serve.
Yeah, you don't see Iturbide take his eye off the ball too often. I mean, to his right side. See him apologizing there to his backcourter. First lead here for the Cyclones in this second set now. See if they can hold it.
Robote forehand. This one caught by Iturbide. Splitter by Iturbide. Lopez was there, just goes off the tip of his cesta. 3-3. Iturbide serves.
A nice adjustment on the Costado. Iturbide's beaten Ikeda to the net side. He's kept the ball to the inside. What we haven't seen is the split placement. You see Lopez just a little bit late to react to it, and that's the difference between making that catch and just tipping it.
Lopez makes the catch in the backcourt. Big backhand. Rotate for Iturbide. Low and inside. Lopez is there. Backhand. There's a backhand by Ikeda. Ubiya, backhand from the 10. Rotate forehand by Ikeda. Here's the backhand by Ubiya. Robote coming out. Robote forehand. Beautiful catch by Lopez. Rotate forehand by Ikeda. Ubiya is there. Backhand. Lopez on the right side from the 12 line. Beautiful catch by Lopez deep in the backcourt. Iturbide from the 9 line. Difficult Robote save by Iturbide. Ikeda alone at the 7 line to make the play. High and hard to the inside. Beautiful catch by Lopez. Backhand. Lopez for the Robote. Plays it to the inside, back to the sidewall beautifully. Handled well by Ubiya. Here's the Robote for Ikeda. Forehand Robote to the inside. Iturbide cuts it off. Going for the kill shot. Throws it into the pad, and the pad is bad. 4 points for Ikeda and Lopez. Ikeda serves.
Showing just a few signs of fatigue here. I mean, Iturbide's kill shot percentage has been way up this season compared to seasons past, and that's a big reason why he's having success in singles and doubles. But now you see, I mean, that's a few into the pad, and maybe it's the offensive team now starting to throw a few more shots, getting a little anxious to end these points in the match.
Here's a backhand by Ubiya. Iturbide, powerful backhand. Ikeda takes off, looking for the Robote at the 4 line. Plays it inside. Ubiya is there, beautiful catch. Backhand to the inside. Lopez goes into the corner, comes out on the backhand from the 13 line. Robote forehand save. Costado inside. Robote saved by Lopez. Here's Iturbide. Drop shot to the inside, will score. Well placed. 4-4 is the score. Iturbide has the serve for the Chargers.
From the Costado, mix again the drop shot. A drop shot maybe a softer throw from the Costano. I mean, inside placement. Either way, getting the second bounce to score ties it up 4-4.
Beautiful catch by
catch there.
Lopez, and a big, big backhand follows. Ichibide takes off for the 3-line to turn this one. Rebote forehand by Lopez. Big bounce. Goes off the tip of Ubiya Sesta. 5 points for Ikeda and Lopez. Ikeda has the serve. Possible set point.
He just kind of ran out of room, had to take that quick bounce as he was crashing into the side wall deep in the backcourt. Just not an easy play for Ubiya to make. Cyclones with a chance to push this to a third set here.
Ubiya from the forehand. Catch by Ikeda. Backhand from the 8. Rebote forehand to the inside. Lopez is there. Lopez keeps it to the inside from the forehand. Rebote save by Ikeda. Ichibide cuts it off. Back to the inside it goes where it scores. It is 5-5. This is a set point for the Cyclones. Match point for the Chargers.
And again, Iturbide. We've seen the split placement. We've seen the 2-wall to the net side. We haven't seen anything straight back to the inside. That time Lopez went out to defend the splitter. Left a little bit too much space on the inside for Iturbide to tie it up. Could be the match right here.
In and out
And
of the
it is.
Sesta, the ball goes. Point, set, and match for Iturbide and Ubiya, taking it in straight sets. 6-1, 6-5.
Straight set victory again for the Chargers. Make it 3 in a row. Again, up next will be our final match of the day. Already, again, just 4 matches today of 6, 2 forfeits. Up next, top division doubles that will close out the regular season here. Zuleika and Benny against Carballo and Manu.
As soon as that high-lie ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
And that game day scoreboard, 4 points for the Chargers. They've secured at least a tie in the final regular season game day. Depends what happens in this final match. Again, Zuleika and Benny take on Carballo and Manu. If the Cyclones win it, we'll end at a tie. If the Chargers win it, they'll take the day. Before we get to that, we're going to hear from Iturbide and Ubiya, winners of that last match. Here they are.
All right, Iturbide, Ubiya, congratulations on winning that match. You guys finished strong, winning 5 out of your 6 last matches. How do you keep this momentum heading into the semifinals on Friday?
I mean, I don't want to say that it's easy, but it's actually very, very helpful when you understand your partner. I know that David's always going to have my back. Very few errors, even though he's very aggressive, so that helps a bunch, actually, in that equation.
The same.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match.
Okay.
Let's see what else happens in today's game day.
All right, thank you.
Final match up next. Top division doubles. Zuleika and Benny take on Carballo and Manu. Has been a tough season for this top doubles team of the Cyclones. Just 2-7. Flip over here to Zuleika and Benny. Started off very strong. Winners of 5 of their first 6. But since that point, they've dropped 2 matches in a row. And one last time out against Olharan and Urbieta, though. Their season record 6-3 coming into this one, Stu. See how the final match goes. Zuleika and Benny will have the serve. There's a serve. Our final match is underway. Manu opens up with a backhand to the inside. Here's Benny now. Manu at the 11. Hard throw again. Benny let that one pass. Robote saved by Zulaika. Here's Manu advancing on it up at the 10. High hard throw. Here's Benny backed up to the 13 line. Benny from deeper in the backcourt lifts it to Manu. Manu up at the 11. Hard throw again on the wall. Great catch by Benny. Benny from the left side again. The backhand coming out to the middle of the court. Here's Manu now. Benny couldn't get there. Robote laid up by Zulaika. Carballo looking to attack. He does. Stops it at the 7. Hard throw back inside. Benny reaches up overhead. Oh, and hard on the return. Benny backing up. Scoops it. Hard to the inside again. There's Manu. Good read. Lobs it back to Benny now. Up at the 12 line. Here's Manu. Backhand. Picked off by Benny, deep in the backcourt. This one thrown a little bit higher off the front wall. Manu takes it in. Finally able to pass. Robote forehand. Just launched by Zulaika. Carballo tracks it down.
My, oh,
and
my.
a forehand, Karam Robote will score. My, oh, my. First point of our final match goes to the Cyclones.
Carballo's explosiveness paying off there. One of the most difficult throws in Jai-Alai. Opposing team just not ready for that.
Under serve, second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Here's Benny from the left side, the backhand. Stopped by Manu. Great catch back behind him. Here's Benny now from the left side, the backhand. It's up in the overhead screen and out of play. 2 points for the Cyclones.
That's a rare overhead screen hit for Benny. You know, occasionally he'll throw one out of play, but the overhead screen he's really good with.
Zulaika into the drop shot. Carballo sliding. Manu throwing. And his Karam scores.
There's a lot going on up there, and fortunately went the direction of Cyclones. Carballo slid out of the way. Manu threw a Karam.
Big backhand, Robote. Play to the inside. Here's Benny now. Keeps it on the right side. Carballo reaching back behind him. Forehand kicks off the sidewall. Here's Zulaika. Inside placement. Manu waiting for it. Manu now back over the top. Benny now back at the 13 line. Makes the play. Far to the inside. Manu. Benny launches his backhand. Trying to get it past Manu. Great stop. Backed up to the glass. Benny up at the 10 line, another hard throw. This one, Manu ducks. Carballo gets in there for the Robote. And a nice catch right off the sidewall, the backhand, the low runner. Manu scoops this one up. He puts it on the inside, Manu up at the 10 line. This one cutting back inside, Benny makes a play. Hard throw again. Here's Manu reaching in from the 12, the backhand. Dropping low, Benny now. Low runner again, Manu backing up. Great scoop, backhand 2-all from deep in the backcourt, scores. 4-0 for Carballo and Manu.
I mean, there are backhand 2-alls. And then there's a Guillermina. And that's a backhand. I mean, this is just so beautifully executed at the back wall. Look how much court he has to work with here to make sure that it's above the pad. Look how much court he has to work with and still angle it out. That's talent, man. That's real talent.
Benny wall-to-wall from the left side. Carballo alone for the Robote. Powers it. Past both Chargers. Zulaika just lays it up. Carballo calls for Manu to take it. He gets up there for the second bounce. Powerful throw from the right side. Picked off by Benny. Benny now the backhand. Just out of reach, Carballo coming back for the rebote. That's sent up into the overhead screen, catching the rail just above the front wall. Also out of play.
Be no shutout here in this first set.
Low runner to the inside. Benny backing up, scoops it up. Carballo coming cross court, makes the play up in the front court. Backhand out to the middle of the court. Long drop shot. Zulaika. Oh, Carballo picks it. Carballo's drop shot.
That was on top of the pad.
Dropped on top of the pad. Any part of that pad is bad. 2 points for the Chargers.
Well, Carballo trying to change things up there. You know, I would have expected him. I imagine Zulaika was probably expecting he was going to blast it to the outside. But no, drop it to the inside. Just try to cut a little too thin.
Benny lets that one pass. Zulaika gets in there. Nice defense on the rebote. Manu now up at the 11 line, hard to the inside, crossing the sidewall. Benny goes up. Manu now advancing on it up at the 10 line. The backhand dropping low. Here's Benny. Oh, what a catch by Manu. Ripped that one off the sidewall. Benny now back at the 13. Hard throw again. Opening up to the middle of the court. Zulaika able to cut it off the forehand. Blasted to the inside. Manu. Rebote save. Out to the middle of the court again. Zulaika lower and harder. Manu steps up and caught it in the air. Benny from the 11 line, hard, coming up the middle. Manu now. Over the top on the inside, Zulaika cuts it off the backhand. Launched out of the way, Carballo, rebote, forehand. Power to the inside, here's Zulaika into the drop shot. Coming out to Manu. Here's Benny now, back on the inside, high and hard, clearing the overhead screen, Carballo. And rebote, wall to wall now, Zulaika takes off. Gets up there at the 6 line, back up the middle. Manu on the forehand. Pika the big bounce. Benny committed, then backs up. Quick bounce catch at the 11 line. He crosses the sidewall. Manu drops a rebote above the pad. Here's Benny. Opens up to the middle of the court again. Zulaika looking to cut it off. He does. Into the split placement. Carballo scoops it. Carballo hard to the inside.
Wow,
and it scores. 5 points for Carballo and Manu. They have a possible set point. What a scoop there by Manu on the inside. Manu on the inside, great catch at the 12 line. Here's Benny. What a catch there by Manu, pulls it right off the side wall. Back in by Manu. Right to the inside, there's Benny. Backed up to the 12. This one a little bit higher. Manu stays with it, brings it in front ways. Here's Zulaika. With backhand caught the corner. Manu's got to scoop it up. He does. Back over the top. Zulaika takes it in. Inside placement. Manu, what positioning? Caught it up in the air. Backhand off the sidewall by Benny. Benny wall to wall. Big backhand. Carballo up at the 4 line. Waiting for it. Powers it inside. There's Benny. Another backhand. Carballo again calling him off, gets in there for the rebote. Zulaika, splitter, split him up to score. That's 3 points for the Chargers.
There are times where your opposition will telegraph where to throw the ball. Carballo was really trying to get out of the way here. You'll see him moving cross court. So Zuleika's winding up, and Zuleika throws a really nice 2-0, so Carballo's getting out there for it. But the split placement's wide open.
Benny reaching it on the inside. Manu, middle of the court, low running backhand. Benny all alone. He scoops it up. Hard to the inside. Here's Manu. Benny again, the backhand. On the wall, Manu gets there. He keeps it on the left side, the backhand. Crossing the sidewall, here's Manu. Backhand takes Benny out of it. Zuleika alone for the rebote. Manu gets out there. Rebote save of his own on the bounce. Benny quick bounce catch on the 11 line. Hard to the inside. Manu lets it pass again. He's there for the rebote.
Beautiful
Zuleika
catch.
into the Costano, the 2-wall. That is ruled out. Point and set. Carballo and Manu take it 6-3. 2 minutes. We'll come back and play our second set.
There we are on the ESPN 3 players cage. Players taking their breaks back here in between sets. You see Carballo.
Doing some.
Carballo is always doing calisthenics. Carballo is always doing some type of training. One of the most physically fit guys we have on the roster.
Yeah, I don't do any training myself. Do you know what that's used for?
I'm sorry, Andrew, you caught me off guard there. Well, so if you think about it, let's talk through this. It's a resistance band around his ankles that he's pulling against. So where would you feel that? Anyway, let's get back to these replays. Nice throw to the inside here. Benny, eyes on the ball. Just went over his cesta.
Or the backhand so straight here in the corner. Look at Manu scooping it up.
That's the backhand 2-all from the 13 line. That's bold. I mean, that's bold. There are other guys that clank it off the sidewall. That was a backhand 2-all. There's a difference.
Highly intentional. Second set ready to begin. Zuleika and Benny have the serve. That serve begins our second set. Backhand to the inside, pulled in by Benny. Benny from the 12, hard throw. Here's Manu. This one drops between them. Zuleika calls him off on the rebote, put it inside. Well, that kicked way up, and Manu still comes away with it. Manu back there at the 13 line, put it inside. Here's Benny now up at the 11. This one well out of reach. Carballo waiting for it on the rebote. Powers it over Benny now. Zuleika. Rebote save of his own right at the feet of Manu. There's the scoop. Hard backhand follows. Coming out a long, long way. Zuleika at the 4 line turns it inside. Carballo's got to get back in there. He does so. Benny up at the 9. High, hard backhand. Rebote, the rebound off the back wall. Played back to the inside by Carballo. Benny, tough rebote.
Good save.
He digs it out. Carballo lets it pass to Manu in the backcourt.
Oh, too
and
much.
That got away from him.
Too much. He was going to go for either the 3-wall play or basically that what we call that deep carambola. Throw it high to the front wall, have it touch the side wall very high up, move to the outside above his opponent's heads, land in, but it hit the overhead screen first.
Manu handles the serve, backhand play to the inside. Robote forehand, Zulaika hard throw, picked off by Manu. Benny standing in there again, up at the 12 line, wall to wall this time. Manu out of the way, Carballo going for the Robote. Benny has to scoop it up, he does, backhand hard to the inside. Manu, great catch, powerful backhand. Coming out a long way, Zulaika backpedals, drops it inside. Manu with a flying catch up at the 10. All to wall now. Carballo has to track it down. He stays with it. Zulaika into the costado.
Caught
The
the
two
pad.
wall is too low. Carballo and Manu get their first point. We're tied up.
Manu really picked up the pace of that whole set.
Certainly
Right
has.
there.
He's throwing the backhands hard.
Oh, yeah, he's blasting them. One after the other. Beautiful catch.
Look at this catch. Second serve coming up for Carballo. Hard to the inside. Here's Zulaika. Over the 7 line. Big backhand. Roll to left side. Benny turns it into a 2-wall. Carballo in the middle of the court. Powers it low and hard. Benny, great positioning. He caught it in the air. There's a backhand. Coming out to Carballo again. Up at the 4 line. The Karam Robote is hooked. 2-1 lead for Zulaika and Benny.
So pretty much you get like one of those an evening. And so in that case, yeah, Carballo got his earlier. To go for it twice right there. It's a tough shot to throw. It was. That's why it was so impressive before. But you don't want to give away points like that.
Benny reaching up high, brings it down the side arm. Karam
That was nice.
scores for Benny.
There was a-
3-1.
Kind of an odd distraction. Carballo went down. Everyone else continued to play. And Benny just cracked a shot.
Manu there at the 12 line, the backhand. High and hard into the corner. Robote forehand. Play to the inside. Manu with a good catch. Hard backhand, low runner. Out to the middle of the court. Here's Zulaika. Forehand. Out to the Robote. Carballo makes a save. Benny up at the 9 line. High hard one again. Another Robote coming out. Carballo keeps this one to the inside. Passing Benny. Zulaika's there. Manu comes flying in up at the 9 line. Big backhand. He's come shooting off the back wall. Zulaika, powerful save. Stopped by Manu. Benny again. Puts it inside. There's Manu with a great catch. Hard backhand. Low runner. What a scoop there by Manu. Outside placement. Zulaika stops it. Zulaika fake the Karam. Put it inside. It's going to be a tough Robote.
What
Manu
a
makes
beautiful-
a
look at
diving
that.
save.
Look at that.
Oh, Zulaika with good control. Hard back to the inside. That will
So well
score.
Manu covered the court just perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. Court positioning was perfect. Movement across the court was perfect. Just beautifully played. And Zulaika capitalizing on it. A lot of times when you've had to make a very complicated catch, you're not in any type of position to keep the ball away from your opponents and sometimes just lay it up. That was the case there. But it's important to capitalize on that when you can. That's exactly what Zulaika did.
Manu on the forehand, hard over the top. Here's Benny now. Sidearm throw, passing in the corner. Robote forehand.
Beautiful
What a catch
catch.
by Zulaika as that crossed the sidewall. Here's Manu waiting for it, back at the 13 line. Hard throw, Benny now. Backhand's launched right on the wall, and it's missed. 5 points for Zulaika and Benny. Looking to push this match to a third set.
Caballo is more than capable of coming back here, especially with Manu in the back. But this is a 5-1 deficit. That's kind of tough. And Zulaika and Benny would have to make a lot of mistakes that they have not made in this second set.
Big bouncing serve, Manu. The Costado. Big
Look at
bounce
that.
to
Oh
wall.
my goodness.
Over Carballo to over Zulaika rather to score.
Just
Wow.
what a beautiful shot by Manu. I mean, that was, look, he had the backhand 2-all, which I never give credit to. He gave the backhand 2-all from behind the 13 line. There he throws a Costalo 2-all from all the way in the back court just perfectly.
Under serve. Second serve for Carballo. That is a double fault. We are going to a third set. Zulaika and Benny win it 6-2.
So our first third set of the game day. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Had 2 forfeits as the result of an injury for Bragley, or more concern over an injury. With playoffs coming up, wanted to be sure that his wrist was 100%. So we only have 4 matches this evening. We're about to move on to the third and final set in what has become our final match of the game day. Here we have some replays. Manu is on fire this second set. Beautiful placement to the outside, nicely stopped by Zulaika. Zulaika back to the inside. Manu, eyes on that ball. Look at this. Fall down. 2-all rebote with a high bounce. This one Zulaika got to. So well done by both players. There we see Zulaika and Benny getting their helmets on, all ready to come out onto the court and play our last set of the evening.
That serve begins our third set. Rebote forehand. Power to the inside. Picked off there by Benny.
Great concentration by Benny.
Benny on the forehand. Lower and harder. Manu looking to get out there for the rebote. Oh, that kicked way up and drops between the Cyclones. First point of the third set goes to Zulaika and Benny.
Yeah, I can't credit anybody other than the court for that one.
Here's Manu from the left side. Backhand. Ball to wall. Here's a rebote by Zulaika. Powered into the corner. Here's Carballo on the rebote save. Benny attacking. Up at the 8, the backhand. Into the corner. What a catch by Manu. Ran over the top. No play for Carballo. Manu leaping in the corner. Comes away with it. Forehand back to the inside. Zulaika with a great catch right off the sidewall. His backhand, though, got away. Up in the overhead screen and out of play. 1-1.
Yeah, Zulaika, tremendous power. You know the ball's been thrown hard when it hits the overhead screen Anywhere I'd say past like the 5 line going towards the back of the court. That one hit, I guess, back around the 8. Yeah, Zulaika really powered that ball back.
That is an underserve. Second serve coming up. Knock down the serve. That's 2 points for Carballo and Manu. Benny handles that serve, opens up with a backhand. Hard throw, wall to wall, Robote. Forehand, Carballo tracks it down. Benny with a leaping grab. Sidearm carom, right to Carballo. Great scoop. Hard throw, picked off in the air by Zulaika. He passes on the return. Cutting inside, there's a Robote by Carballo, clearing the overhead screen. Zulaika, inside placement. Manu steps up, backhand. Blasted, coming out. Zulaika again, low and hard.
Tough
Manu,
one.
what a scoop up there at the 9 line. There's a backhand right on the wall. Benny makes the play.
Oh,
and
man.
it scores. A well-played point. Zulaika and Benny tie it up 2-2.
Manu does not miss many. That's putting it lightly. He rarely, if ever, misses. He definitely missed that one. Just, it was so well thrown, crossing the side wall. Tremendous play.
Manu, high coast out to the inside this time. Benny under the bridge with that open way up. He makes a save. It's a 2-wall. Carballo stops it before it's in the net. Carambola, one-handed
Great save.
catch by Zulaika. There's a backhand that passes. Carballo, Robote, hard to the inside. Benny lets it pass. He saves it on the back end. Carballo on the left side, hard throw, scooped up there by Benny. Benny on the backhand. Oh, what a catch there by Manu. Manu puts it over the top again. Benny attacking, gets up there before the big bounce. Hard throw again in the corner. Dropping. Manu makes the save. It's a
Wow.
2-wall
That was
off his
sick.
footing to score. Wow. What a shot by Manu.
I mean, everybody ran out there because they realized that that's where it was going, but no one knew that's where it was going when he started that throw. That was amazing.
Oh, my goodness.
Manu has just been just tremendous. Wow.
Yeah, this is, I mean, look at how he turns it so quickly into the 2-wall. I mean, highly intentional. And, yeah, I don't think anybody in the world expected that to turn into a 2-wall.
That was just
Not many
gorgeous.
can turn that into a 2-wall. You're looking at maybe the only guy.
Well, it's miss serve.
It's 3-2 in favor of Carballo and Manu. That was a miss serve. Second serve coming up.
Fortunately, Zulaika wasn't hit. So we take that from it. Yeah, I mean, he's throwing it outside.
Manu backed up to the 13 line. Hard throw. Robote. Forehand. Played inside. Picked off there by Manu. Manu takes that in. Back behind him. Over the top. On the inside. Benny waiting for it. A runner now. Here's Carballo getting involved. Cuts it off. The Costado split him. Zulaika knows where to be. Low and hard on the return. What a pick by Manu. Takes it off the side wall. Benny steps up. Not going to let that ball bounce. Hard throw. Wall to wall. Manu out of the way. Carballo alone for the Robote. Zulaika again. This one a little bit higher. 3-wall play. Manu lays it up. Zulaika attacking on the right side. Oh, trying to get the 3-wall play. That really opens up. Manu
positioning.
makes a great save. Benny in the middle of the court. Stops it.
Wow.
My, oh my, was that close.
Yeah, that's the closest we ever had.
Zulaika, the 2-wall, scores.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy.
Fortunately, everybody's safe. It's 3-3. Zulaika and Benny tie it up.
Yep. players are. You can't cross. You can't. You can't. Here's a beautiful rebote save.
This is as dangerous as this gets.
Yeah, I mean,
oh my!
you don't turn your
Look
back.
at Manu turns his head.
Yeah,
Zuleika puts his hands up, and Benny's heart's probably
everybody,
racing.
And us too. You
And us,
you don't turn your back on a loaded gun that's being shot.
Low runner inside. Carballo, hard throw on the wall, and it scores. 4-3 in favor of Carballo and Manu.
Maybe it shook everybody so up that they're going to come back and win. You see, that's the problem, is that like when you see him do that,
Miss serve, second serve coming up.
it doesn't look like he has control of the ball. So, and you see him stepping in front of balls. Zuleika's still shaken by that. You could see him out on the court. I mean, it's like, how am I supposed to stay in front of this guy if I don't know if he's going to hook the serve into me?
Well played serve. That is an ace. That brings Carballo and Manu to 5 points. They have a possible set and a possible match point.
I can't say that a distraction was created in order to throw the other team off, but it's had that effect.
Yeah, it really has.
It's absolutely had that effect.
Hard serve. Benny gets up to that one before it crosses. Hard.
Overhead screen.
Into the overhead screen. Point, set, and match. Carballo and Manu take it in 3 sets. 6-3 in the final one. Game day ends in a tie at 4-4. Folks, stay tuned for the post-game show coming up here in just a few moments.
What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a Karen Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
Right, another
one.
made. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-wall return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Hey, everyone, welcome into the Battle Court post-game show. He's Stu Nyman. I'm
Hi.
Andrew Bleckman. And again, Stu, 4-4 was the score. It's been a common theme here these last couple of game days. Let's cut to some of the highlights and recap what we saw today between the Chargers and Cyclones. A little bit of a condensed schedule today with 2 forfeits. Got started with Iturbide and Lopez.
Yes, again, Bragley of the Chargers dealing with a wrist issue. It's a known wrist issue. It's been bothering him for a while. Decided it was best to sit out today. Make sure he's ready for the upcoming.
A big week ahead for the Chargers.
Yeah, the upcoming playoffs. But Iturbide, man, Lopez has finally been playing really good on the court. Iturbide also has come into his own. Iturbide was landing shot after shot from the left side. His court positioning was excellent. Just an overall good job. Tremendous job. This is what we mean by the shots. Lopez was already headed out there. He just wasn't far enough out. Beautifully executed by Iturbide.
Catch up the wall. Beautifully done. Rote left side here by Iturbide. Look at this one. Opening up wide, landing in, and scoring. Very well done.
Lopez here from the Costado. Very nicely done.
Iturbide there, finding the space, passing to the inside to score.
Just a tremendous play. And also, Andrew and I sit basically adjacent to the players area, and we're listening to conversation regarding Carballo. And Carballo's mounting a defense, whereby he's saying that he was been hit in the face with a 90-mile-an-hour baseball, which I understand was probably very damaging, but this would be worse.
Yes.
Just for the record, this would be worse.
First match going there to Iturbide, then Elbarba Nubia against Carballo and Flores.
Yeah, Elbarba, again, having some serving difficulties. A double fault that gave Cyclones points that they were not otherwise entitled to. But Elbarba, apart from that, doing all the other stuff well, like this 2-all thrown perfectly to score. Communication between Elbarba and Ubia was spot on. Ubia not making any mistakes in the back. Flores doing a good job backing up Carballo. He was able to land a kill shot from the backcourt. Very well done there.
A 2-all there by Carballo, able to get one by Elbarba, but not all too common in this match. Elbarba played very well. You see Ubia, nice rebote, right on the wall, and it scores for the win.
Solid victory there for Elbarba and Ubia. Wasn't sure how that team was going to work out originally. Worked out quite well.
And finished their regular season 5-5, right around 500 winning percentage. And then second division, Ikeda and Lopez against Iturbide and Ubia.
And again, Lopez was solid in the backcourt. Ikeda was a little wild in the front court. As the match went on, it got better. But Iturbide just kept on landing shot after shot after shot and moving Ikeda all around. Nice backhand there by Iturbide. Ikeda not making any mistakes, though.
Side here, and then soft forehand by Iturbide, able to get the second bounce. Another 2-all here.
Ikeda gets to this one, brings it in. Look at this control.
Yeah.
Keeps his body out of the screen, which is what he needs to do. Crossing the side wall to score. Very well done.
Very well done. Inside again, Iturbide. Splitter. Oh, look at Lopez trying to get out there. Got assessed on it.
Oh, and in and out of the cesta there.
Tough way to end it. Iturbide and Ubia get it done in straight sets. And that brought us to the finale. Only 4 matches today. The top division doubles. That was Carballo Manu against Zuleika and Benny. And what a shot that was by Carballo, the Karam Robote.
I mean, Carballo really is the gift that keeps on giving year after year after year after Magic City. Again, as I said earlier in the broadcast, he's got all the shots. He's got all the power. It's sometimes just an issue of control. And this is a perfect example.
What are you doing here? This Binks Manu?
Yeah, it's like So
I'm just going to
typically what happens is one
Yeah.
player would call another player off and basically say, I got it, you got it, or all you or all me or whatever it is. And here's Manu, just snaps off this backhand 2-all from behind the 13 line. That lands perfectly. That's a perfectly executed backhand 2-all. That's gorgeous. See, Zuleika saw him going to the outside,
Look at
but
Carlisle.
not
You
a
see.
droppy enough drop shot.
Yeah. Or some might argue too droppy. Catching the top part of the pad.
Oh, sorry. That's right. See, I haven't figured out how you guys intend to use that phrase. Actually,
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Don't think too hard.
okay,
Stu. Yeah.
I'll try not to. Benny with a rare miss. Benny was solidly on. Here's a beautiful 2-all
Oh,
here
look at
by.
that. Yeah, that's a good splitter. I mean, you see
So
how
like
far
the
away.
split placement, but Manu just played so beautifully throughout this. Carballo gets out of the way without getting hit. That ball touches him. That point's over. I didn't see him get hit. Neither did the judges, but Benny was spot on in turning that into a shot. That was just beautifully executed. And again, don't mean to suggest for a second that Carballo's intentionally trying to distract anybody.
No,
Just the
yeah.
way he moves on the court can be a distraction because it's different than anyone else is moving on the court.
Look at this. Manu with a great save. The control
This is the
there
one that
by
was stopped.
Zuleika.
Yeah, just beautiful play by Zuleika. Beautiful scoop.
And what a scoop there.
That 2-all just is so well executed. He's all defense up until he turns it into a completely offensive play. You see almost everyone else from all the other teams back there applauding because they know it's just such a good shot. Powerful throw by Zuleika. Manu.
What a
Beautiful
nice
on the
save.
rebote. Great catch by Bene. And yeah, that's the
Oh,
one.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. That's it. Zuleika's got his arms up. Manu's turning around just like
I don't even want to see that.
Yeah, it's
And then look at this. Zuleika finishes it off nicely here with the 2-all.
so what we're talking about is just the way Carballo crossed in front of the guy when he was throwing it, and it's dangerous.
I was just going to say, simply put, just dangerous.
It's really dangerous. So right now it makes a highlight reel. We just don't want it to turn into investigation footage at a later date.
In the end, you see the Cyclones coming back, winning that final match. Game Days ends in a tie, 4-4. And the Chargers coming into this one, they were already locked into the number 3 seed. They have a date with the Warriors on Friday night. Let's see full season standings, too. Regular season is now complete.
Look at all those
With
zeros
that
in that
final
far right
match.
column.
Yeah.
It happens so fast. It really does.
Yeah, it really does. You got the Renegades in first place, 75 points. Warriors in second. Chargers in third. The Devils in fourth. And you see Cyclones and Fireballs in that order, finishing outside of the playoffs. So those matchups are set. Renegades will take on the Devils in one of the semifinals. That will be played on Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we have the Chargers and Warriors this upcoming Friday, May 10th, 7 p.m. Eastern start time for that game day. Player of the day race for today, Stu. What are we thinking?
Ubio, he won both of his games, and he didn't have much of a break in between those games
He did. No,
either.
he did not.
And also consistently just Ubio can play a very wild game himself with a lot of running around and a lot of energy that's expended that doesn't necessarily result in points. That wasn't the case today. He was solid in his catching, throws really hard, played well in both of his matches, showed really good communication with his partner. So Manu clearly, a strong candidate for player of the day. El Barba, if not for those two double faults, definitely El
there
Barba,
too,
but
yeah.
Ubia most consistent in my mind player of the day.
Yeah, let's hear from the Chargers' 4th Division player. Hey everyone, we are here with Ubia of the Chargers, our player of the day here in our regular season finale. You and El Barba played so well, and it was starting up there in the front with El Barba killing the point effectively. I mean, what does that team look like going into the playoffs now? You got a little momentum under your belt.
Yeah, it's true. We got a little bit of momentum. The confidence is important. Just try to play it by the book. It was really helpful that I talked to him a little bit, sooner to give him a little bit more time. But yeah, today was a good day, regardless of the points, because we were already locked in, and just build confidence, right?
Yeah, you guys are in the 3rd seed. You're going to face off against the Warriors on Friday in the playoffs. What are the expectations for these Chargers? How do you think you match up?
I mean, it's playoffs. I mean, anything can happen. So the ball's round. You know, it can go either ways. You know, so that's what it is. The Warriors are really, really tough.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll be a 2-0 on a regular season finale. He is our player of the day.
Thank you. Cheers.
And folks, that was our player of the day, Ubia, to close out the regular season.
What happens next, Andrew?
Hot off the press, Stu. I got the match order for Friday.
No one knew it. No one saw it. Do tell.
I will tell. The format, that's also important. It is a best-of-7 series. The first team to win 4 matches will advance to the championship. That's the case for both semifinal matches. So, again, if we don't need to play all 6 matches, we will not. If we only need to play 4, 5, whatever, that will be the case.
What if we tie?
What if we tie, Stu? We'll get to that.
Okay. Well, sorry.
No, that's actually good. We should actually get to that sooner. In the event of a tie, after 3-3, after the first 6 matches, we play all the doubles. There will be a 1-set tiebreaker determined by the higher-seeded team. They get to send out 1 doubles team. Their opponent has to match with that same ranked team, and it's 1 set up to 6 points.
Wow.
So you see 3-3, it's just a 1-set tiebreaker up to 6.
The chance it could be over with quick, and the chance it can go on to sudden
Right.
death.
It could be as few as 4 matches or as many as 6, and then an extra set there if we need it. We get started with the second division doubles. That will be Douglas and Julin against Iturbide and Ubia. Then Williams and Manny against Albarba and Benny. Then Correa and Nicholas take on Zuleika and Bradley. Williams and Julin against Albarba and Ubia up 4th. Then Douglas and Nicholas against Zuleika and Benny. 6th match will be Correa and Manny against Iturbide and Bradley. And if we do need a tie-breaking set, it will be the number 1 doubles match. That will be Zuleika and Benny against Douglas and Nicholas. That's only if we need it, Stu, in the 7th and final tie-breaking match. That's going to do it for our Spring 24 regular season. Thank you all for joining us, but the season's just heating up now, Stu. We got the playoffs coming up. Again, this Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern start time. That will be the Chargers and Warriors. And then on Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern, that's going to be the Renegades and the Devils. We'll see you for the playoffs this week. Have a good week, everyone.
Friday at 7.
Do you have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, you know, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court Highlight you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys.